Alright. Well, here's probably this was part one. Part one of preparation for the diesel heater. Since I couldn't afford a Webasto gasoline heater to tie into my gas tank. But it's okay. That will happen next year, most likely. I will upgrade. This is only temporary. So, 10 liter diesel tank that came with the Chinese diesel heater, which, by the way, they sent a whole bunch of stuff, but they actually did not send me. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything else. I don't think I am. But this here, that there, boys and girls, is an 8 kilowatt diesel heater. I should be able to roast myself out of the van in record time for those real cold days and nights. It came with the digital display, exhaust pipe, fresh air intake, wiring, hose, and shit that I really probably won't need or use because I'm putting it under my seat. The fuel line, the muffler, the fuel pump. So, first things first that I have to do. Well, first things first, I did a little. Of course, the train comes by it. I did a little measurement underneath the seat. And unfortunately, I think the measurement, I thought of it, just looking, I thought, oh, that's plenty of space. Because in here, there is plenty of space. But after measuring the diesel heater and measuring the space between the front of this cross member, the front here, and the back of the one in the front of the seat, I'm a little short. So, when I remove the seat, I have an idea that this is all welded in, so I can't just, that feels like it's welded. So, now, not really sure how critical and crucial this cross piece is for the seat itself, because all the seat mechanisms look to be mounted on the outside edges here. But I figure it must be somewhat critical. It's there. It's not just a car seat loop thing here or whatever this is. I think this was to do with a car seat turned backwards in the front seat, I think. I'm not sure. Or maybe not. Maybe it was just a hold down for something else. Who knows? Because it was a cargo van, work van. But what I'm going to do is, part of this is going to get cut out right here. It'll still leave me this rolled rib, so this will still have strength to it. But I'm going to have to cut out a good bit of this so that I have room for the heater to sit there under the seat. I thought about raising the seat. A buddy of mine said if I needed anything for that to let him know. And I thought about raising the seat, but then I was like, well, that's going to have to be up there awful high. A lot higher than... An awful lot higher than I would care to put the seat. So what we're doing here is now, for starters, before I get around to getting the seat out, which I was hoping to do today, but you know, I woke up this morning, it was cold. I had a doctor's appointment with my cardiologist, my yearly checkup. Went to that. Came out of there and it was like, okay, you know what, it's chilly, but it actually didn't feel bad in the sun. Nice clear blue sky. I thought, yeah, it'll warm up. And by the time I got here to my storage unit, to where I'm going to do this work, the wind picked up. Now, I used to not mind all that, but now that I'm on blood thinners, right now, I mean, my toes are cold. They're that cold they hurt. I put these shoes on cold this morning in the van. I put my All-Stars on. I went in the doctor's office. My feet were warm. I came out and in no time flat after getting here, the wind is just going through me and I'm cold. You know, so I guess I'm going to have to probably see about getting a 20-pound propane bottle and one of them. I used to have one years ago and I used it in my garage when I was making walking sticks. It worked great. It worked just perfect, and leaving the door cracked a little bit. There's plenty of airflow. I didn't die of carbon monoxide or any other shit like that. But I think I'm gonna have to get one of them. I know my neighbor, a couple storage units down, he has one in there because I think he uses it in the wintertime. But so that this day was not a complete total waste, I forced myself to at least let's do something. So, gas tank, the fuel tank for the diesel is going to be getting mounted against up here in my front passenger footwell to get in. Back next to the seat. Seat will be actually above this a little bit. This will be down below the seat edge so people can still step up carefully, get in, ride shotgun, or they can just crawl in the back and lay on the bed while I drive around. Don't matter to me either way. Depends on what the passenger feels like doing, right? So it's going in like this with the fill up there. So I will be using this bottom here. Now, I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry, folks. Oh goodness, I wasn't prepared. Forgot one critical thing that I need for this whole process. And this wire is not as come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, goodness. No. Big fingers, small hole. That's normally not a real bad thing. I kind of like it that way, but sometimes it's not. So what we're just going to do is going to take my, and thanks to my buddy Scott, The one thing that was missing in my kit when I got it out, opened the box, is the friggin' the petcock, the fuel petcock for the fuel tank. I have everything else for the fuel in the fuel tank, but no petcock. So instead of me ordering one, because I really don't have the money for that right now anyway. Yeah. So since it didn't come with my thing, my buddy Scott hooked me up here. Actually made me a way better one instead of those little tiny things that people always say they have, because I shared him some videos of the van life stuff with the diesel tanks, diesel heaters, and being that a lot of people come talking about and complaining that they leak, he came up with a much better idea, because when you got a small little fuel petcock and it's small diameter, and then you put it in this thin plastic, the space of that petcock, you drill a hole, now you put it in. Now the size of that petcock outside of that hole where you're putting it through is very small. So what he came up with was using a big 3/4 inch bolt, drilled it out, tapped the end. Now I will put my little tiny, so imagine that. Instead of this little area, that little tiny area between the nut top here and the threads, instead of that being the only compression on this cheap thin plastic, which would allow it to leak, I will now have big bolt. Plus I'm also going to, oh, wait a minute, I forgot one thing here. We need oh, that washer don't fit. Okay. Thinking what we're going to do here, the space that I have, yeah, I might have to, okay, it might just have to be the rubber washer, might just have to be enough, because there's an indent in the bottom of that, and with that indent, which I'm not liking, okay, so now, oh, wait a minute, oops, wrong way. Okay, so we're going to be pulling this back through this way, which, see, I can pull on the wire, and then that'll straighten out. Once I get it down there, it's enough to pull it, get it through the hole a little bit, and then I pull it through, and then I can just whoop, pull the wire right back out. So yes. All right, now. Oh yeah, baby, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. So now, oh yeah, that fits. That's gonna squeeze in there just nice, I think. I hope. We'll see. Okay, so now we put the rubber gasket. Well, hopefully. You know, they give you a raised outside. They raise it on the outside here. They give you a raised in. Then on the inside, it's actually an indent. So technically, I can see what's going to happen here. That rubber gasket is not going to seal completely on the inside because it's not down in that square. Round gasket in a square hole. So what I really should do what I'm thinking is I'm going to trim the rubber gasket that's on the inside. I'm going to trim it. And then that way it fits in that square hole perfectly. Square gasket in a square hole. Makes sense, right? So then what we're going to do, we're just going to have to... And out it comes. There we go. So, since this is going to go in there, what we got to do is actually trim it down. Square. Screw it, make it the same size as the almost cut myself there. That would have been lovely. Good thing I'm on blood thinners, you know. It's always... Come on. Sorry, folks. This welcome to the Bearded Nomad Van Life. Fully unedited, raw, and uncut. Well, I'm trying to cut myself apparently, but uncut video. Ha! Cut myself, uncut, cut. It's just the cold getting to me, kiddies. It's the cold getting to me. It brings me a cold. Yeah. So, here we go. Now we got that cut like that. We'll just trim another little bit there. Alright, so now I need my wire again. Oh, my feet are... Oh my god, my toes are frozen, man. My toes hurt. They hurt, kiddies, they hurt. Oh boy. So now that's going to have to come back down through the hole this way. Let's do this one more time now. Okay, so pull that in there like so. We'll pull this through here like so. I'm gonna pull the wire out, throw it over there because I'm gonna hope I don't need it again. And I do believe that might just work. Once I tighten that down, that should definitely get in there. Oh, I need this heater though. It's cold weather. Come on, get on there. Oh, this ain't easy when you can't hold the inside of the... Nice, perfect, tight fit. I mean, it's exactly how I would have wanted. I don't want to gas. I don't want to wash a rubber washer. It's going to have to go... It's just going to flop all over the place. Okay, so... Yep, that one don't fit. So what we're going to do here though is we're going to take this washer. Oh, that's right. So, that's the gist of it. I just got to finish putting this all together. I'm actually going to I'm going to use a little JB quick weld just to help seal up the tank a little bit, I think. But, yeah, so... That's step one. At least I'm gonna have the fuel tank complete and ready to go. So catch you on the next one when I start ripping the seat out. That ought to be fun. Yeah, catch y'all later.